it is 89 degrees still, and the sun is set. And it's funny because the weather says 89 degrees, but it feels like 94. It was definitely a scorcher today. So I got most of my chores that I wanted to get done early before noon. And because I'm kind of a night owl, I like staying up late. So I don't get up at like 6 in the morning, which I don't know, maybe I should. Maybe one day I'll do that, but whatever. In this video I recorded earlier, I took a little stroll through my cut flower garden area and the fence, the little wooden picket fence that surrounds it, just to give a little look of what things look like. We've had a great season, I think. I mean, granted, it will be 4th of July this weekend. So for a lot of people, I feel like the 4th of July happens and summer's about over for them, but I feel like the 4th of July is like the beginning of the summer outdoor growing season for us here in Ohio. Just my opinion. I'm excited that my corn is way above my hip, and it's, you know, the old saying of knee high by the 4th of July. I used to always live by that, and so I'm doing really good. And this is like it's not a hybrid corn either, it's their heirloom corn that I'm growing. And yeah, so that's exciting. So I'm going to show you that in this video. I hope you will check it out. Be sure to leave a comment here if you're watching this on YouTube. Then I try to answer it in these videos, so be sure to leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. And yes, let's hear it for summer. Here we go. To do a quick little garden tour just quickly before this heat kicks in this morning. We're under an extreme heat advisory. Supposed to be 102, I think. Woof. But curious to see what it will do to these beautiful trumpet lilies. They're doing good. They've got good mulch. The color has just been really beautiful on these this year, I think. And the fragrance, I can smell like 10 feet away, if not more. And there's a lot of my cut flower, and there's a few veggies in there. Corn and beans and raspberries. These are pretty. I always love these. I got some there and some down on that end. But my yellow daylily in there, I need to move those. It was there before this. And now it's a little crowded. So that's on my notes for autumn or early spring next year. But I'll probably do it in the autumn depending on the rain situation. But everything looks so good this year, I think. Oh, look at that. I was waiting for these to open. The hollyhock. This one's doing really well. It didn't get the yellow leaf toward the bottom. I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to look that up. This one looks great though. I'll get on the other side of the fence and show photos of that. But my daylilies are, they're just starting to really open. It looks like I missed this one. Be real careful. I always like popping these off, but I need to be careful with these big thick ones because I feel like this part is pretty tender and I don't want to lose the new buds coming. So yeah, that one I fill out nice. I just put that one in there last year. Things are actually too close. I need to move it out and expand or get it out of there. Those daisies did really well. They get mostly morning sun. They get an afternoon, real hot afternoon for a few hours, 3 or 4 hours in the summer when they're blooming. And then by evening, they're kind of shaded a bit again. But I threw a couple of fuchsias in there just because I was looking for privacy in this area. And now I don't really need the privacy here for other reasons. And but now I like the fuchsia there, so I think I'm going to keep it and see what it does. It's going to get huge in the corner here, but that's okay. I love these. I know a lot of people, I don't know, some people are mixed feelings with them. I've had no problem with them, especially a couple of these varieties are a little more airy. When these are done blooming, what I like to do is get in there, and I usually have my pruners with me, and I just cut these back. Not all the way down, just take the tops off. That way the energy still goes into the bulb. These are pretty resistant to much anything, to be honest with you. And these have actually multiplied in the past few years here. All right, I'm just gonna do a quick peek in there because it is starting to get hot. And yeah, hot, hot, hot. The false indigo. All right, I left my fence open yesterday. I was a little worried about that because we saw a groundhog back by the barn. And all I could think about last night was the thing getting in here. How'd you get in here so quick? All right, the butterfly bush is up. And oh, these are blooming. I need a weed. Oh, these are so pretty. White dianthesis. It might be one of those plants again where I just like the blue, the leaf of it. But look at it bloom here. I need to get in here and weed. Whew, too hot today. But here, back here is, oh, I take it back. It did get a little of that yellow at the bottom. I forget what that is. I think it's a fungus. In the past, I've just taken these off. And you can do that. But look at the bloom on that. It's so pretty. Look at that. Oh, it's got that. I think it's a fungus. We're gonna look that up. How pretty is that? This one I started from seed, this doubling. And this is a weed. I wasn't gonna let this come up this year, but I actually like when it blooms. I'll probably cut one or two of those out of there. Oh, and look, one of them's white. Thought they were all pink. Hollyhock. Pretty. My dahlias are doing great. Look at this. It's not even July 1st. Wait, is it? Another day, it'll be July 1st. The beans are up nice in this section. And doing good. My corn's up. We'll walk up there in a minute. This is my false indigo section. I love this stuff. This was blooming blue early on, and now you get the pods for a bit and the leaf. Gosh, I keep saying that. I love using these in my bouquets. Just cut them back. Did I mess up with my beans? I wonder if this is a lower growing. It's supposed to be climbing it. Some of it is. Huh. Interesting. Old rose I've had in here for about 10 years or so. It's all no man-made chemicals on these. That's what I've got. Bugs, so just letting it grow. These dahlias, we'll see what these do. This was a box I got at Sam's Club, so we'll see what these do here. Out of the 8, 6 survived. And I do need to weed. All right, I better hustle here. I'm never gonna beat the heat. Okay, we're just gonna walk through real quick. The beans coming on. I like the beans for their flowers too. They're just so pretty. And they're actually really good for the soil too, letting them grow like that. Keep going up, up, up here. There we go. And my corn is, oh, it is thigh high before the 4th of July. And this is a new one I'm growing this year. Big horse spotted corn. This is gonna be fun, hopefully. It's doing really well. Look at that. I got some weeding to do, but not today. And that one on that side is a different corn. Purple or something. What was that? I thought I left that thing on there. And more beans. The beans. Got a little weeding to do, but that's okay. Actually, sometimes a little bit of weeds is good, I think, because it kind of helps shade the soil, keep things happy. This is a perennial here along the border. It bloomed up early spring. Pretty little blue flowers on this one too. And I'll put the name below because I always forget. Oh, all right, guys, climb the fence. This one's a little bit easier. You're gonna have to clean these up, but I just like to do that. That's a pretty one. A lot of grasshoppers this year. A lot of grasshoppers. Ugh. How pretty is that? Ugh. Doesn't it just look hot today? I forgot to turn the pump on the pond. It's hot. A lot more buds coming on. If it keeps doing this on and off shade, that will be good with heat, so plants don't get scorched. I love daylilies. They're so easy to weed, and they're so resilient. They can take a bunch of abuse. I mean, I literally could come through, weed whack all these, which I'm not going to do, but you could, and pull the weeds out or whatever you wanted to do, and they come back with vengeance next year. Seriously, this is such a pretty one. Look how big that flower is on that. It's so pretty. All right, this is my confusing corner. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do over here. Last year I had tomato plants. Actually, I do have a couple extra tomato plants I should throw out here, but speaking of which, that is a tomato plant mixed in with this. This is a morning glory that, oh no, that's, yeah, it is a morning glory. This thing's been coming up for years. Well, we might try to keep that there. I need a tomato cage around that. It's right by the front gate. Just to see what it does. I've got a rose here. It doesn't get very big. But the winner are these perennial hibiscus. Look at this one. I love this one. I've had this one here at least 12 years. And it will be blooming before you know it. And there is a volunteer sunflower coming up in the middle, which I left it because I think that's kind of cool. All right. Whew. It is sweaty, sweaty heat. All right. Raspberries. These are doing really good. I got one dahlia on the end. That is my rhubarb custard. It's doing pretty good. Looks pretty wet down there, so we're gonna leave that. And it looks like there might be some buds coming on. I threw some okra seeds down there. An Alabama red variety. We'll see what they do. Got a little weeding. There's some sunflowers in there. But, oh, I need to get out here. Oh, dang it. All right, tonight, as the sun is going down, if the mosquitoes aren't bad, I should have picked these this morning. I know they're tiny, but these are just more of a memory thing from our first home. I moved these here. I felt like I was saving them since I killed all the flowers that were in that yard. As a new homeowner, I had no clue. And we bought the place from my sister-in-law's dad, who was an avid gardener. Beautiful gardens. The house looked horrible and nobody even cared because the gardens were beautiful. And I killed them, but I didn't know. And now I know a bit. Oh, I know everything. Those are good. Oh, they taste good. They're tiny, but they taste so good. All right, those are struggling a little down here. Beans and a grasshopper. Did you see that grasshopper? I wonder if somebody labeled these plants wrong, because these were supposed to be climbers, and these are only 3 feet tall. So, this is a fun one. Started the seed last year. I was a little disappointed because I didn't get any flowers, but I could see a little green. And this year it popped up nice. Beautiful, look at that. I need to cut some of these. Rutabaga, I love them in containers. Okay. All right. Oh boy, this pathway needs weeded. Yikes. All right, here is the first sunflowers I put in. It's standing about 5 feet. I put these in just before Memorial Day. Whew, it's hot out here. And they are doing really, really well. I forget the name of these, but they'll be pretty. Stay tuned, I'll show you when they bloom. All right, I got more sunflowers in here in weeds. But the big thing in here are the zinnias. Oh, you want to be careful. That root gets so big and mixes in with those zinnias. See that thing? They can take out all your flowers if you're not careful. Dang it. No biggie. I'll get in there though. This one's an easy one to pull, but some of those roots. Oh, this guy got a little burnt. These are weeds. This can go. I should have brought my hoe, but I didn't on purpose because I should not be out here too long. I was working on my stepping stone area yesterday, and I've never felt so lightheaded. I literally had to come in. It was bad. I didn't expect that. All right, sunflowers and weeds I will get to you later. But oh, look at my dahlias this year. Oh, here. That's what those are. Those are the canary bird zinnia right here. This would be pretty before you know it. All right, but look at this. All these dahlias are doing amazing. I have a few weeds and they're not too bad though. Look at this. This is the first year early on. These are doing so well. So excited about these. Now that is a weed. Easy to pull. Yeah, I got some weeds in here. And you don't want to let those get out of control because they will shade the plant. Been there, done that, not good. But we will get in there and do that when it's not so hot. It all looks really good though. All right, I gotta show one more thing, couple more things. Random daylily, that one's beautiful. They're all beautiful. Next to butterfly bush. This one's off to a slow start. It's my purple, and I hope that other one over there is the white one. I believe it is. But here's some more of this. Suppose I could come out and take all these icky. I think it's a fungus. I want to let the flowers bloom so the seeds can save seeds and drop them for more. But right here, this flower I'm really excited about. Of course, morning glory's wrapping around it. Isn't this cool? Forget the name of it. I can put that at the bottom of the video because I do have the package in my office because I was patiently waiting for this. I planted two, but I only got one that bloomed. or that survived through the winter from last year. I know it looks really messy over here. I gotta work on this space. I mean, it's pretty from the other side because the hollyhocks open up. But the hollyhocks got kind of hit with this. Oh, this is so cool. These are cool. I was kind of hoping that daylily would be blooming at the same time. Yeah, I'm just picking these off. Anyhow, there's that. A little messy right here. But on the other side of the fence is a lot of really pretty stuff. I've been fighting these mulberry seedlings. I gotta come in here and cut these back, but I'll do that when it's not so hot, but soon. Glads are up. Here's another look. I wonder if I can zoom out. Yeah, I can, look at that. Most of that was all just planted this year, roughly a month ago. Can you believe it? Look how quick. Of course, I cheat and start these in the greenhouse. It's a little work, but it's worth it. I love those dahlias, and look at them. They are doing really good. All right, the roses have slowed down that I have over here, which are fine. They were just for fun. I've got some weeding to do in there, but it still looks pretty, didn't it? Coreopsis. That will just keep on blooming. I need to get in and just cut back some of the rose. This one just keeps blooming, that rose. But these you can just cut off and this will just keep on blooming. It's actually a good time to do that. I should throw some of these seeds in another spot and see if I get something to come up. I don't mind. There's that plant again. Oh, look though. Some of the cosmos I put in is coming up. Cool. There. I got a grapevine coming up. It's wild grapevine. But I keep wrapping it around the fence and then I'll cut it into a wreath in the autumn. So if I can keep it under control and not let it attack my rose in here. Yeah, I need to work in this area a little. Not today. In fact, I need to head back and just check on the dome real quick. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow morning before, actually tomorrow's the hotter day. Oh my gosh, first, look at this guy. This is a beautiful one. Oh, that's a daylily. I don't think this one's ever bloomed for me. How pretty is that? I'm gonna get to the other side. All right, now we're on the outside. I'm gonna make this quick because it's hot. Whew. This side's really pretty because you can see it from the driveway and stuff. Actually, I'm seriously considering expanding this bed and putting something in a border that will still be colorful, because once these trumpet lilies are done, they're done. And there's not really much color left except for my taller perennial hibiscus back there, and of course this really cool perennial. That one doesn't flower, does it? Well, it might. I don't know. I like the leaves. And then catnip. But Here's my daylilies. I should do a whole nother tour of these as they open. See if I can get to that one. I got weeding to do. Ugh. Been so busy with planting trees this year. Look at this one. Oh, that one's pretty. Here it is. Oh, how awesome is that? Oh, and I planted some new perennial hibiscus. They're kind of taking their time. The ones I didn't experiment. I put some bare root directly in the ground to see what they would do, and I got to water them. But then I also have some in the greenhouse to see which ones. The ones in the greenhouse are doing a little better, but they get more attention. Check that out. Oh, this is a pretty one. Look at that one. That is pretty. I don't remember this one ever blooming. Yay. Lots of buds coming on. Look at this. This is a tall one. I wonder what this is going to be. Daylily. Look at that. Yay. Man, you guys, it is toasty. Oh, look how pretty this is. Mixed with a perennial hibiscus with a daylily right next to it. That's getting nice and full. It's taken a couple years. It was just a couple fans. I think I got it at a daylily tour. Or a fellow gardener donated a bunch to me, which I'm so honored to have some of her collection, because she just, you get older, and I hope I can find somebody when I get older and I can't, or get younger and I can't get in here. Who knows? It's nice to carry on that tradition. And daylilies do so well in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana. That's a pretty one. Oh, we know this one. You can find this one. In fact, that might be one I got and just stuck it in there from like Home Depot or something. There's flax back there. Okay, this guy's being difficult. He didn't want to come off. All right, I'm not gonna mess with you. Oh, look at this one. Wow, so bright. It's like an orangey yellow. Pretty. Next to, this one's a cool one. Wild grapevine. Whew. Oh, come on, Mr. Grapevine. Stay in your zone. See what I did? I just wrap it around there so I can cut it out later. That's a pretty one. One of my prudent winter ones. Yeah. It's toward the end. I need to get some mulch up there. Work in progress. Ah. All right, so what do you think? I hope you will stay tuned, because I will be sharing the dahlias as they bloom. There's lots of flowers, the zinnias, the cosmos, the sunflowers. What did I miss? I'm tired, the heat's getting to me. So be sure to subscribe or at least bookmark this page so you come back and check out how things look. Maybe it'd be something you might want to grow in your garden. Until next time, I hope you get out, enjoy the beautiful summer weather. It goes so fast. See ya. Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe, show some love by liking Bren's video and hit the notification button for future updates.